NCAT's Consumer and Commercial Division hears applications made by homeowners, traders and insurers about home building work where the amount claimed is less than $500,000. Home building means any residential building work done by a building contractor or tradesperson, such as when someone builds a new home, builds an extension to an existing home, puts in a swimming pool, or renovates a bathroom or kitchen. In the following scenario, Winston has brought a claim against a developer who he says has not finished the work they agreed to in their contract. 18 months ago, Winston bought a new duplex property off the plan from a developer. While it was being built, Winston noticed a number of problems and things that weren't being finished properly. Most of these problems were about extra things they had agreed to in the contract, such as an extra sink in the bathroom and a covered-in area in the backyard. The developer told Winston that everything would be fixed according to their contract before he had to make his final payment. When the date of Winston's final settlement came around, some things were still not fixed. Winston asked both the developer and the builder to come back to the property to finish the job. He asked more than once, but each time they refused. Winston first contacted New South Wales Fair Trading. NCAT cannot take an application about a home building matter unless it has first been seen by Fair Trading. A Fair Trading inspector visited the property and wrote a report describing the issues with the building and the things that were not finished properly. Even after the Fair Trading report, both the developer and the builder still said they would not repair the property. After a few months of nothing happening, Winston applied to NCAT for help to get his home finished. In his application to NCAT, Winston asked that the developer pay for the cost of finishing the work that was described in the contract and to also provide the things that he had ordered and paid for but not received. These included the extra sink and the covered-in space at the back. As part of his application, Winston gave NCAT the building report written by the Fair Trading inspector. NCAT scheduled a directions hearing, where Winston was required to attend. The purpose of a directions hearing is to say what the dispute is about and to tell the parties what information they must provide to each other and the tribunal. This material could include witness statements, experts' reports, photographs and other documents with information about what happened. NCAT then provides orders, which say in writing what each of the parties must do to get ready for the hearing. The orders can sometimes be complicated, but usually provide a short statement of what documents are needed. In a building dispute, these documents can include what's called a Scott schedule. Because Winston said that the work was not completed or was not completed properly, he needed to fill in a Scott schedule. In the schedule, he had to write down each problem and say how much it would cost to fix or complete. The developer then had to provide a response to Winston's claim. Sometimes, if both sides have an expert, the tribunal will also make orders for the experts to meet and prepare a joint report describing the issues they agree and don't agree on. Later, NCAT scheduled a formal hearing, where Winston's case was heard by one tribunal member. At the hearing, Winston was asked to tell his side of the story and was then cross-examined by the developer's lawyer. Cross-examination is when the opposing party is allowed to ask the applicant questions directly in front of the tribunal. The developers said that Winston sometimes didn't let them onto the property, which meant they could not carry out work. Winston said this wasn't true. Winston's witness, who was the building consultant who wrote the report, then spoke. He told the tribunal what items on the builder's list had been completed and what was still left to do. The building consultant was then cross-examined by the developer's lawyer. The developer's witnesses then gave their evidence, and Winston cross-examined those people. At the end of the hearing, the tribunal member accepted Winston's evidence and said that the developer did not provide enough evidence to disprove Winston's claim. The tribunal ordered that the developer fix the problems and complete the other work. The members set a time for when this work had to be completed. Both parties were told that if the developer did not do what the tribunal instructed, then Winston would be able to renew the application and ask for money to be paid instead. The amount of money would equal the cost of getting the building work finished by someone else. NCAT can hear all cases related to residential building work where the amount claimed is less than $500,000. But remember that you must first refer your case to New South Wales Fair Trading. You can call them on 13 32 20 for more information. You can then make an application to NCAT online or fill out a home building application form. Visit the website at www.ncat.nsw.gov.au for more information.